Well, no doubt these players, GA, are eager to get this season going.
Listen, there's definitely some nerves, but it's mainly excitement. This is their first chance to showcase all the hard work they put in during the offseason.
So the opening lineup for the Heat. Wiggins in the front court along with Adebayo. Norman Powell's out there with Hero. And it's Weir in at the center.
Look, if you think you're going to get that over Wembanyama, you are crazy.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Lock at 6. Adebayo passes to Weir. Once again.
What a swat. As Wembanyama refines his defense, more and more shots are going to be in danger.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Fade away, and that one goes long. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
Yeah, look, that's not the kind of performance they would have liked. But the one good thing about this league, the next game's always right around the corner.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. Vassell outside. Fox from outside. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. Like everyone, he's impressed with Adebayo's relentless nature. He said, quote, "We have to match his intensity at both ends, trying to keep him off of the glass and trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Coach knows they can do it for stretches, but he wonders if they can do it for a full game." Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Well, Stan De'Aaron Fox said there was no list of teams he wanted to go to. He specifically said, "I want to go to San Antonio."
Well, 2 words, Victor Wembanyama. Fox is a Texas native and saw an opportunity to pair himself with a rising superstar in a stable organization. A true operator on the offensive end. Fox knows how to move the pieces around and find a look.
Hero against Fox. And again, it's Miami with a 3.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Vassell. Here's Castle. A 3-pointer off the mark. Miami's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Wiggins passes to Adebayo. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Well, Bam at 6'9" might be undersized at his position, but he plays with such incredible intensity.
Hero against Fox. Close it up for Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. Now Fox. He's coming off a 31-point game against Utah.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
The Heat leading by 6. And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
And here's some numbers on Fox. Great showing for him last season. And amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And he was the consummate playmaker last season. Completely unselfish. Always had his head up, looking for the open man.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
It's stolen by Adebayo. Hero passes to Adebayo. The rebound by the Spurs.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Here we go, Coach. The 2025 Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, look, Kevin, you can't say too many good things about this guy, but it starts with this. Like all the best players in the league, he plays both ends of the floor. Stephon Castle can take on the assignment of guarding the best player on the other team, and he's a guy whose skills are rapidly improving offensively. The future is great.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. I'm surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original.
The previous play is under review.
Make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay,
the ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
In the Miami front office, Stan, hinting at personnel and philosophical changes after last season.
Well, when you win 37 games, there's obviously cause for change. And the Heat are never complacent, Kevin, and they've got no interest in full-scale rebuilds.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Adebayo, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Bam gets it around the hoop. He knows what to do.
Fox deciding where to go with it. 2 points. That one goes. Fox has got 6. Last game for the Spurs. They picked up the W against Utah. Powell, the pass to Ware. And here is Hero. It's Wiggins at the top of the key. Shot clock at 5. Fires at the elbow. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Castle finds Wembanyama. Now here's Vassell. Powell with the steal. Wiggins outside. Pass to Ware. Adebayo against Barnes. Now Hero. He's guarded closely. And the 3 ball is good. He's got 7.
Adebayo being aggressive there. Quick release on the catch and shoot.
Down low. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Fox.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Powell outside. Fox against Hero. Takes a 3. And the Heat, another 3.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Here's Wembanyama. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength. But he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is, for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
6 on the shot clock, and he goes in for the dunk.
Well, in the pick and roll set, you expect Hero to take a shot. So when he hands it off, no one is ready.
Fox against Powell. Wembanyama outside to the middle. Deflects the pass. Here's Hackett. And the Heat, another three. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
Shots good by Hero.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
To the paint, here's Wembanyama.
Running the pick and roll like a veteran there. Harper, outstanding find off that screen.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the first. Pass to Jovic. Hackett outside. Hero from long range. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds in this game. Johnson outside. Outside Harper. Driving to the basket.
So good at reading the floor off the bounce and getting into the teeth of the defense.
The Heat leading by 11. Jaquez the pass to Ware. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And he takes that one up and powers it through. So it's San Antonio now. Crosses over. And Fox finishes it off. Fox has got 8.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
There's a minute left to play in the first quarter. Powell the pass to Jovic. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Kicks it out to Johnson. Jaquez with the steal. Here's Powell. And a wide open look for Hero. Connects from three-point range. He's got 12.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
A crafty move by Harper inside, able to work around the defense.
No question who's been in control of this game.
Boy, they have really taken charge here.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Heat shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Well, we've seen Norman Powell be a starter. Average 20 for a season. He's also been a 6th man of the year candidate. No matter his role, Norman Powell's a guard who produces at a high level.
This one for 3. Second shot opportunity. And so it's the Miami Heat enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Heat to be in. What do you guys think?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Yeah, turning defense into offense, getting out in the open floor. This is exactly what they wanted.
Luke Cornett is out there with Wembanyama. Then there's Harper. Then there's Keldon Johnson. And it's Champagnie in at the small forward position. That's the San Antonio Foul. And here is Harper. Johnson finds Wembanyama. Wembanyama! Big man with big range.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Here's Adebayo. It's hauled in by Cornett. Spurs trail by 9. So, Greg, offensively for the Miami Heat, there is room for improvement.
Yeah, they realized they were in need of another elite shot creator aside from Tyler Hero. For all his growth, teams have been able to key in on him and dare anyone else to beat him.
Mitchell kicks to Adebayo. Pass to Hackett. Adebayo with a screen for Hackett. And Adebayo throws it down hard.
Yeah, he's adding a little spice on that finish. I didn't know Bam had that in him.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. The Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Back to you, Kevin.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Outside Harper, Johnson in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper.
Yeah, look at Johnson dialing it in from long distance.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Heat. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Miami. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. Victor Wembanyama, number 1.
It happened so often. I'd say to myself, there's no way he can get to that shot, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and it go down as another block.
Adebayo down low. He's covered by Cornette.
Yeah, Adebayo there throwing it down with a little attitude.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Fox, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Powell, he's checked in for the Heat. The kick out to Harper. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Rebound by the Heat.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Adebayo the screen to the inside. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, defensively, if you're letting Adebayo get rolling, it's time to rethink your approach.
Here's Fox. He's got 8 inside. Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. The Heat leading by 10. Pass to Hackett. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Adebayo. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Here's Powell. Spurs trail by 10. Here's Wembanyama. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Harper's got 3 assists now in this one. Miami's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
Man, he is so fast. Fox just needs 1 step, then he is practically at the rim.
Miami leading by 6. Mitchell looking it over. Adebayo high post. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Adebayo passes to Mitchell. That one good for 2. And the Heat lead by 8.
Well, he's such a willing and effective passer. That's a good find by Adebayo there.
Driving looking inside. And Harper slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Mitchell passes to Jaquez. Now here's Adebayo. Defended by Wembanyama. 9 feet out. That misses off the backboard. For San Antonio, they've gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Johnson, the pass to Wembanyama. Outside Harper. Back to Wembanyama. Oh, there's the strength training. Wembanyama.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
The Heat leading by 4. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Nikola Jovic is checked in for the Heat. Tyler Hero comes in for Davion Mitchell. Wiggins finds Hero. And that one is hammered home.
Well, this team relies on Hero's offensive production, and tonight he has delivered.
Vassell against Jaquez. Pass to Barnes. Three-pointer. Wembanyama up high, down hard.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And how about the confidence of Wiggins? His teammates want him to take those shots.
Here's Fox. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins.
In for the Heat, number 50. Number 50.
Here's Wembanyama. A 26-point game for him in the win against the Utah Jazz.
And he was a menace on the defensive end in that one. Just racking up the blocks.
Back to Hero. Down low. For 3. Vassell grabs the board. Spurs trail by 4. Here's Fox driving the lane. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
What intensity from Fox there. With his speed, it's easy for the defense to make mistakes.
And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. G.A., he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Nikola Jovic is checked in for the Heat.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Khalil Ware's checked in for Miami. Bam Adebayo comes in for Jaime Jaquez. The Spurs shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Every coach has their own philosophy, but Stan, you were telling me that it might not always align with their team style of play.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think there's a difference between philosophy and style of play. And I think what you have to understand, philosophy are those immutable things that you think will win games regardless of the style. So that'll never change. But your style has to be fitted to your personnel.
The Heat trail by 3. Powell left side. Kicks it out to Hero. He had a nice open look right there. 16 points for Tyler Hero.
Yeah, he's so skilled at attacking at a moment's notice. Hero goes straight into his shot.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Back to Hero. Shoots the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. And it's good for 2. Fox has got 21 in the game.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Miami's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Powell kicks to Adebayo. Pass to Hero. The kick out to Adebayo. Off target from three-point range.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Hassel misses. Fox against Hero. That's a 2 from Powell. No good that time.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. After a fantastic quarter, he's sitting on a double-double. And there's nowhere to go but up for him. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Please direct your attention to set court and get ready for the...
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check.
Well, right now for the Spurs, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is. All right, getting back to this game now, and the sensational play from Victor Wembanyama.
Well, let me tell you something, Mike. Intimidating presence, mate. Physical approach, mate. Great rim protection, mate. Swat anything that comes near him, mate.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
On the floor for Miami, the post tandem, Adebayo and Ware. Out in the wings for him, it's Powell and Wiggins. And it's Hero into the point. Fox, no good. Miami trailing. And as if the Spurs stand weren't already stocked with young talent, they moved up from 8th to the number 2 spot in the May draft lottery.
An embarrassment of riches, Kevin. And if any organization knows how to organically build through the draft, it's the Spurs.
Wiggins passes to Adebayo. Hero against Fox. Hero kicks to Adebayo. Just 4 to shoot. And Wiggins throws it down.
And how about the slam from Wiggins, showing off some of that athleticism there.
Spurs trail by 3. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Stolen by Hero. And here's the fast break. Wiggins with it, and it's Vassell picking him up. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Fox goes in. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
And how about the burst there with the change of pace? Fox is elite at attacking the rim.
Fox hits them both. And Mitch Johnson, Stan, now taking over full-time as head coach of the Spurs.
Well, look, Mitch Johnson's the son of an NBA player and a high-level point guard in college. He knows how to run a team and favors that pace and space style.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
A moment now to see the numbers for Tyler Hero.
Coming off a terrific season, and he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
Yeah, and like you said, one of the better scorers in the NBA last season, a tireless worker on the offensive end. He could be even better this season. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Well, De'Aaron Fox is trying to dial in as a lockdown defender, and he said, I want to be that type of guy. Go out there, guard people, and be someone that people don't want to put in action because you blow actions up. And then, at the end of the day, still being able to get to work on offense. Back over to you guys.
You love that mentality. Okay, Allie, thanks. Adebayo against Barnes. Wiggins catch to Hero. The three ball. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Heat with the lead. Hero from long range. They get the rebound. Where? And he bangs it home with one hand.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
And stolen by Wiggins. Pass to Hero. Oh, look at that. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, he brings the heat. Hero giving the people what they came to see.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Camp. Brought to you by AT&T. Fox finds Wembanyama. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Miami leading by 6. Powell for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Powell's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Heat.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Powell against Castle. To end the run, the kick out to Fox. Shoots over Hero. Fox, no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Miami.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
And the Heat, another three.
And he was hot from 3 to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Here's a look at the shot chart, showing location for De'Aaron Fox.
Right now, after looking at that chart, you pretty much can just jog down the court. He gets it in the paint. Just time and time again, he's worked his way in close and made a shot over a defender or found another way to convert. Just great stuff coming from him thus far.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eaton.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Powell inside. Castle covering. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Miami ball.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Hero against Fox, and they call an illegal screen here.
And that's miscue number 2 for them tonight. On the whole, they've been doing a great job of taking care of the basketball.
San Antonio making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
I just love the energy that Fox brings to the game. He's been unbelievable scoring it tonight.
Pass to Ware. Adebayo against Johnson. A three-pointer. Wiggins. The kick out to Adebayo. Shot clock at 6. Powell for 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 4th assist in this one. And so Fox will bring it up for San Antonio. They trail by 14. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
Listen, it's a team sport, but without him, this deficit would be a lot bigger.
And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 16-6 run. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Spurs with some changes. Champagne's checked in, and it's Harper in for Stephon Castle. And Miami also making a switch. Hawkins is checked in. But going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades for the champions. Only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wembanyama. And Jeremy Sohan subbed in for Harper. Yep, it goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Fox.
When Fox is using his agility like this, it can just be too much for the defense to handle.
The Heat shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Adebayo kicks to Powell. Adebayo with a screen on Johnson. Powell for 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Harper, he's checked in for the Spurs. Then for the Heat, Nikola Jovic is checked in for Khalil Ware. And Davion Mitchell subbed in for Powell. Nice move. Rebound by Mitchell. The Heat leading by 12. And there's the call on Dylan Harper. That's his first foul.
14 foul.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adebayo.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
Harper against Mitchell. Harper the pass to Sohan. That falls. High speed that time from Harper. Harper's got his 5th assist in this one. Pass to Adebayo. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, this is what they love about Hero. He makes things happen out there.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots to the line here. And Hero drops them both.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
With the step back. Harper against Mitchell. Harper's shot's good.
Strong footwork from the rookie. Harper able to get the better of the defense there.
.122 left in the 3rd. Mitchell passes to Adebayo. Here's Hero. He's guarded by Johnson. And here's Hero. That's good on the assist by Adebayo. Hero's got 31 points. Mitchell against Harper. Going inside, and he lays it straight in.
Never stopped working. Props to Dylan Harper.
There's 53 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Mitchell passes to Adebayo. And here is Hero. Fires the 3. The rebound by Champagnie.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Sohan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Now, Stan, there's a lot to like about the versatile game of Jeremy Sohan.
Well, look, Kevin, Jeremy Sohan is a guy that everybody's going to want. Jeremy Sohan can fit in anywhere. He's a great defender. He's got great toughness. He rebounds the ball, and he can pass and handle for a big guy. Who wouldn't want Jeremy Sohan?
Andrew Wiggins is checked in for Mitchell. The shot and game clock separated by 4 to the wing right side. Sohan with the ball. Harper, no good. Now, Hero. Lets it go with the 3. And that one released in time, but no good. Now through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Heat out front, up by 12. And time to... And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Johnson is out there with Harper. Then it's Luke Cornett. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the small forward. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Powell. On the wing, Mitchell. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Spurs trail by 13. Here's Harper. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Superb focus from Harper on that shot, absorbing the contact well.
And Miami has possession. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. And they're playing through a string of road games that will be game 5 of the 6 on the road. And the basket by Johnson.
Well, we know what kind of scorer he is, but he could use a little help.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Miami. Pass to Jovic. Now here's Powell. There's the pick. Over Johnson. The shot by Powell, no good. About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Harper kicks to Johnson. Spurs passing it around. Wembanyama, no good.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. Pass to Cornett. Stolen away. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. And it's Wiggins missing. Spurs trail by 8. Wembanyama outside. They double team Wembanyama. And here's Harper from the arc. And it's Miami with the rebound. Wiggins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Mitchell against Harper. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
And the Spurs making a change here. Fox is checked in. Khalil Ware's checked in for the Heat. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He knows every possession is critical now. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers, and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Fox from outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Fox has got 34.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
To the middle, here's Ware. Plays it up and banks it in.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Spurs.
Spurs trail by 7. Here's Harper. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Davion Mitchell.
And something scouts found very appealing about Dylan Harper. His skills are ahead of the rookie curve. He's got a deep bag already. A lot of moves that other guys would need to get screwed on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Vassell comes in for Luke Cornett. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Johnson. And then for Miami, Bam Adebayo comes in for Norman Powell. And Hero subbed in for Mitchell. 6 to shoot. They set the screen. Hero, no good. San Antonio's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. To the paint. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Wiggins passes to Adebayo. Banked in off the glass. 17 points for Bam Adebayo.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Jaquez the pass to Ware. It's tipped. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. And it's Fox with the jam.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that run had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
Yeah, look, they've shown great resolve to work their way back into this one, but they're not done yet. They're going to have to grind it out.
Fades back. Rebounded by Castle. Spurs trail by 3. Harper the pass to Wembanyama. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Harper's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Outside, Adebayo. Back to Hero. There's the pick. For the 3. Rebound San Antonio.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easy.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Miami's on 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Jaquez the pass to Wiggins. And they get it, and Wiggins throws it down.
And this is what we want to see more of from Wiggins, delivering a huge basket for his team.
And it's Vassell in the corner. Pass to Castle. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Fox passes to Wembanyama. Puts it up. No good. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaime Jaquez. That's foul number 2 for him. And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And the Spurs making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Heat also with the sub. Powell, he's checked in for Jaime Jaquez. Cleared away by Adebayo. And Miami shooting in the 4th quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. And there's the call on Dylan Harper. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Hero. No good from 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that's it.
It's tipped. Wiggins against Vassell.
Well, that's what Powell's out there to do. Pressure the defense and force mistakes.
Shooting for Miami, Norman Powell. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he did do enough to put them in the lead.
Knocks down the three.
Well, they needed a bucket right there, and it's Vassell who answers the call.
Powell.
Well, this is why they turn to Powell in these moments. They trust in him to deliver.
San Antonio's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Outside, Vassell. Nails the jumper.
Give him credit. Vassell has worked incredibly hard to become a guy that this team can count on to take big shots.
Powell down low. Castle covering. And down it goes.
Big time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Yeah, look, that shot took loads of time. Zero fear. Well, that's the leadership and clutch instinct they always want to see from Wembanyama.
Now Powell. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Hero fires. The long shot, no good. The Spurs with the lead. And here is Harper. Wembanyama, a screen on Hero. Wembanyama, tough shot.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Adebayo with a screen on Harper. Now Wiggins launches it. Down it goes for three.
And what a huge bucket from Wiggins. The Canadian has continued to build confidence and now wants the big shot.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Here is Wembanyama. Wembanyama, too easy for the big man.
You gotta love seeing Wembanyama get assertive in an important moment.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
Out of hand on it, and they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And this is important for Wembanyama's development, wanting to step up and be a leader.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Hero. And the three misses. We're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 14 foul.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. And so it's San Antonio with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Craig Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.